Morning, Tim.
Good morning, Jackie. How are you, my lovely?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, lovely to speak to you as always.
And
Um,
you?
yeah, so we thought we'd just do this talk about January the 2nd. It gets
January
earlier each
2nd.
year, doesn't it?
It seems to, but do you know what the best part about the January the 2nd is?
No.
I've missed the retrograde because
Oh, really?
every single year when I present for you in January, it's always in a Mercury retrograde. But from what I can gather, I think we're a day clear of it, or maybe 2 days clear of it, or something like that. I just noted that it's going to be the first time that I've ever come and done my January talk with you where it hasn't been in a Mercury retrograde, and everyone's like, "Oh no, it's a retrograde," sort of thing. I'm hungover and it's a retrograde. The rest of it.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, my goodness. Well, I didn't realise that. So that's really good because you
I
always mention about the retrograde.
Well, I notice things like this because they have such a profound effect on everybody. If not physically, mentally, it's like we've got this going on, we've got that going on. It's just been Christmas. And so, hence the title of the event on the 2nd, Fresh Out the Traps, because we're
Yeah.
going to be.
Yes. Oh, well, it is going to be, yeah. So Tim is with us in Romsey, Crossfield Hall again, to start the new year. So an in-person event in Crossfield Hall, Romsey, 2nd of January, which is a Tuesday evening,
Lovely.
£16 for the tickets. Yeah, hope you can join us. It's so wonderful to
Absolutely.
do the in-person ones again as well, isn't it?
It is. And the way I like to look at it is that if you're going to start the new year, you start the new year with the intention that you are going to be holding throughout the entire thing. So as we are manifesting so intensely, as within, so without, the outside world's a reflection of our inner world. We all know that one anyway, kind of thing, but it's easy to forget it. I always like to start the year in the highest frequency possible. So if you're maybe thinking, if maybe you're on the fence about it because you think you might be a little bit hungover, it's the end of the Christmas holidays, get yourself to Crossfield Hall because it's going to be a brilliant evening.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Honestly, we have such a good evening, and it is just you talking this time. Obviously, I'll introduce you, but in general, it's
Oh,
just you for the evening. Yeah, so come
yeah.
along.
Well, it'll be me. And how long are we there for, Jackie? With it's a
And a
couple of
half.
hours, no, hour and a half. So
Well,
yeah.
obviously, we've got longer after, but that's the talk time. Yeah, it starts at 7, so doors open at 6:30 or 6:15. Starts at 7, and we go to 8:30, but we got the room till 9:30.
Oh, brilliant. Well, I'll make sure that I bring something nice and powerful along to get
We always
everybody
do.
in. Yeah, and the thing is, there's so much to talk about at the moment as well, Jackie, because there's all of these healing journeys that we've been on during particularly the autumn. I think the autumn has easily been the most powerful part of this year, which it's usually August, it's usually July, June, July, August that we really feel the energies. But the last part of this year has been absolutely monumental, and we're only at the beginning of December at the moment. So by the time you and I get together on the 2nd, we're going to have a lot to discuss.
Local. And then a month later, we've got the Elms Court event.
Oh, I
So we
love the
did
place.
so beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
We did that in January this year for a weekend.
yeah.
And so February, we're going to do that again because it was just so beautiful, such a wonderful gathering.
I'm looking forward to that so much. So it's a 2 day event, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 days, Saturday and
That's
Sunday, 17th and 18th of February.
brilliant. So the 17th, it's just going to be me. I'm going to be talking about all things Ascension, bringing through some of that Atlantean energy that's been really flowing at the moment. I expect it's going to be a lot of light body building. That's what I'm feeling for January, February, March at the moment, really restructuring ourselves after what we've experienced, particularly in the latter part of this year. Then on the 18th, on the Sunday, I'm being joined by the wonderful Alice Heath, who is going to be bringing through her facet of the work that she's doing, her amazing connection to the galactics. And that's going to be absolutely out of this world. Pardon the pun.
Honestly, she is quite incredible. That day that we had with Karen in Weymouth,
Yeah,
and when she did that rattling,
I know. I
oh
felt my
gosh, I
field.
was.
I felt my fields go a funny shape. It was
But
grand, wasn't it?
honestly, yeah, over the years though, like from 2014 when I first met you, Tim, and we were talking, you were talking about Ascension then, which I had very little or
Yeah.
understanding at all. But over the years, like you've realised more and more. I mean, you're learning and growing through the Ascension as well. So what you know now about the Ascension and your understanding of it is just so much more than ever we knew, even you knew in 2014.
There are years that every single year that I've spent on this pathway, Jackie, has been an incredible learning curve. It really has, and I've always been astonished by how the universe will give you, or you will be allocated a role, or you'll come through with your soul mission. But you don't just, oh, I've retrieved that from the halls of Menti, I'm now going to teach about it. You have to experience that in real time, and that's what makes this such an interesting but very, very challenging pathway. If you choose to teach something, you usually have to have learned your modalities before you stand up there and do it. And this year, particularly, I've really had to do my learning. It's like it's like I've had to go back to primary school the last 3 months or so. So I've got these golden misty memories of that first time that you and I met, when you first hosted me in Southampton, because
Yeah.
it was such a beautiful hot night and everything was fresh and lovely, and we knew about what was coming on the Ascension pathway, but we had no solid frame of reference, and now we have. It's
Yeah.
actually tangibly happening around us. People are being physically affected. The world is changing. We can see this. We're all working to our own personal mission points. Things are getting very interesting, and I think 2024, like 2023, is going to be a pivotal year, but for different reasons. If we thought the first 10 years was exciting, I don't think we've got any concept of what we've got coming up. So happy days.
Yes. And what Tim said there, the first 10 years, between 2012, December 2012 and 2032, I guess it's December 2032, is it? The whole
I
20
believe it is,
years.
yeah. The
Yeah.
whole shabazz. Yeah.
Yeah. And that is the transition period that you've both, Diana Cooper and you have spoken about. So
Yeah.
and we're just over midway now. So we're really into it
Yeah.
now.
We're
Yeah.
we're at the racy point now, and the interesting part about it is both Diana and I, quite separately, with our own flows of information, have received confirmation that we're well ahead of this shift. I mean, the 20 years was given to us as a time frame created by the Intergalactic Council, who could only predict what we were going to go through here on this planet. In actual fact, we've made so much progress in the 12 years that we've been doing this. We're well ahead of schedule, and that makes me very happy. But it's meant that we've had to move extra fast. Things have been extra intense. People have really been through the mill this year. So it'd be nice to have a bit of an even keel next year, where we can really kind of get together and unify our strengths, our talents, our heart-centeredness, and start making real, noticeable, tangible change in this world.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Lovely. I was just going to say, Linda from Linda Hulley in America,
Oh,
she's
Linda.
saying she's going to come over for the one in Elms Court in Lymington.
Oh, fantastic. It would be so beautiful to say hi, Linda, if you're watching. I know you'll see this. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to seeing you on the 17th and the 18th. Yeah, it'll be worth coming over for.
Thank you so much for talking about this morning, Tim. It's really, we can post about it, but actually talking about it, the excitement of what next year's about. Yeah.
This is it. You and I can feel it. I mean,
Yeah.
you instigate these beautiful events, Jackie, and every single one that you've ever organised has been utterly perfect. And it's such a pleasure to come and work with you. It really is. Thank you.
I'm really grateful that you come. Thank you so much, Tim.
All right,
and
my lovely.
we'll speak soon.
Lots of love to everyone. Bye.
Lots of love.
Bye.